Okay, everybody, welcome to the broadcast, episode number uno. All right, and my name is Ethan. I'm the host of the podcast, and here as our guest, I have Mr. William Rowan.
Yes, it is I, William the Great.
Yeah, him. And so basically, the topic and the overall thing we're going to be talking about for episode one is gambling in video games. Now, we can talk about that, whatever, but basically, it's very obvious what gambling in video games means. Like, take any other, big game.
Like Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly like that. Like, Call of Duty has skin Kates, I'm pretty sure. I haven't actually played COD at all, but I do play games that actually have it. Like Counter-Strike, where there's, very obviously a reason, I guess you could say, to gamble, which would be to get these skins, which could be worth lots of money. However, the chance of that is just really low, and we're going to be talking about that. So, Mr. William, what is your experience with any type of gambling in video game? What's tough like that?
Well, so I play this game called Tower Defense Simulator,
Obviously.
and you can get these golden crates for 50,000 coins. About 28 hours of grinding.
28 whole hours. That is a lot of time. If you were to know life the game precisely, that'd be just like 3 whole days. Really, just like 7 hours.
Anyway, so yeah, I got it after like about I think 2 weeks. Finally got my golden crate. I opened it, and I got the worst possible one.
Now, basically with these golden crates, is that me and him, we played the same game before. And basically with these golden crates, obviously there are a lot of coins, it takes a lot of time, but however, these these are very different from any other cases. See, with the other cases, they are purely cosmetic, they do nothing for the skin at all, from the tower. However, with these golden crates, they will give a certain buff, and there are 6 possible golden, skins you can get. You can get Scout, Minigunner, Cowboy, Crook Boss, Pyromancer, and what's the last one?
You say minigunner?
Yeah.
Soldier.
Yeah, Soldier, Golden Soldier. And the worst possible 2 you can get in the game, which comes from the second the worst one you can get is Golden Soldier, and the very worst one you can get is Golden Pyro. Now, unfortunately, me and William, we have fallen into the same fate, where for our first Golden Crate, 28 hours of pure dedication in this game have both ended up getting Golden Pyro, and our second Gold Crate.
And my second Gold Crate, I got Golden Soldier.
Which was a very bad, unfortunate moment for him. However, for my second Gold Crate, I got Golden Minigunner, which is the best Golden Tower in the game. Well, now, basically, as you could say, it is purely luck differential, but with these TDS, these Tower Defense Simulator crates, these aren't even the worst of, obviously, like, golden crates. Or not golden crates, of just gambling in video games itself.
Well, anyway, yeah, this can, I know a lot of stories of what this happened with kids, especially in, kids' sites. They take a mom's credit card, or it's just logged into the device, and they spend thousands of dollars on online, skin crates and gambling.
Yeah, and this is even with, you'll, watch, videos, because these kids will most of the time record their little experience, and you can watch these videos and they'll get nothing good, which I guess is a little bit of karma for stealing. However, these companies, they'll usually roll back it, kind of, especially the bank, maybe. But however, with other sites like this, we're going to hop into mainstream and not Tower Defense Simulator. We're going to hop into a very popular known game known as Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Now, Counter-Strike is a very easy to understand game with a little thing that basically keeps the game alive at this point. Now, Counter-Strike, the game itself is pretty good. You can have fun playing the game. The game, it pretty much just revolves around, one side you have counterterrorism and terrorists. The terrorist job is to, plant a bomb, blow up, and not good. But the counter-terrorist part is to defuse the bomb or kill the entire team. Now, you can win by 2 ways, but that's off topic. Now, basically, one thing that basically keeps Counter-Strike's, popularity up is the skin crates. Now, Valve, which is the creator of Counter-Strike, they have basically I don't know how you say this. They have resurrected this game multiple times with these skin crates.
Yeah, there's basically two sides of Counter-Strike. You can play the game as it's intended and as a gun game, or you can just play it as
Not a
literally
gun,
like.
not a gun game.
Well, you know,
shoot.
first person shoot, FPS, same thing. But,
Basically,
or you can play this game as trading, like just grind for crates.
not
and
grind.
then
You can't really grind for kids. Basically, so here's the thing: if you get what's the thing called Prime status, you can get these drops in game, which could give you cases, maybe even gun skins in themselves.
Grinding, same thing, grinding for crates.
Yeah, but here's the bad
You
thing.
can also buy them.
You also have to buy the key for it. So you might get a ton of cases, but you'll never get a key. You can't get a key. What are you gonna do with just a case? You have to buy the key, which is roughly in United States currency about $2.50 per case. No matter what the case. The case can very differentiate. So we'll use an example. The Gamma 2 case is worth roughly about 6 cents. However, if you really wanted to get something for it, you would have to buy the key, which is always going to be $2. So no matter what, you're pretty much fucking yourself. Basically, no matter what, you're kind of messing yourself up. No matter what, especially, I'll use another example: Operation Riptide. Now, basically, these cases, there are so many of them in the world. There are 100,000 of these things in circulation, yeah, and it's worth roughly about 60 cents. If you have the clutch case, there's 500,000 of them, which makes it about 15 cents. And it differentiates. Obviously, you have cases which will be in circulation that are not many, so they're obviously like higher value, and then you'll have vice versa. Now, the big problem with this is, I guess you could say, just the thing itself. Cases, they are about 6 tiers of quantity. You have blue, which are about the most common you can get, purple, which is just uncommon, pinks, which are considered a rare type. Then you have reds, which are considered the covert / very rare, which these skins look very nice and are also, it's the second lowest chance. And then you have the knife, or golden, I guess you can also call them.
There's so many times in games like this, I get like a gift card or I get money, and I literally just spend it all in like a matter of minutes. Just like gambling on a game. I think everyone can say that.
A little bit. It's like some people are obviously very smart with their money. However, me and William, we are not smart with our money.
We get gift cards.
Yeah, we get gift cards, I guess you can say. But basically, back to like the on topic. There's like these 5 tiers. I can assume 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 tiers. I think I've said 6, which
it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, basically with these 6, the golden and the red, which is obviously very rare and legendary, I guess, type items. The chance of getting these are very low. Now, the chance of getting a pink or rare on its own are also very low, but imagine getting a red. Now obviously, you have what are called like really good. Now you also have this float bait system. Now, basically, with these float, you can consider with these 4 tiers, you have factory new, minimal wear, field tested, and battle scarred. Battle scarred looks absolute garbage, basically, compared to factory new. So not only are you gambling on the fact that you might get a red, you also need to hope that it is not battle scarred, because battle scarred ones are worth absolutely nothing. And that's the only reason you buy these skin crates, to try to get a skin that's worth money.
Or that looks cool.
Or it looks cool, yeah, exactly.
There's 2 sides of gambling on crates. There's always a currency. There's always this stock market for selling, buying crates. Or you could just get it for cosmetic purposes.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. With Steam that hosts Counter-Strike, you get a free market. And that is both a good or bad thing. You see, people would do malicious things to get these things. These knives, these reds, these coverts. They are so sought after because they're so extremely rare. And if it looks good enough, they will be worth thousands of dollars.
It's so easy to scam. It's not so easy, but if you get the right person, you can scam someone pretty easily on games.
And get tons of money. Now, obviously, with these higher, with these AAA kind of game companies, especially with Steam itself, they've obviously tried to take precautions with doing this. However, it has ultimately not failed. And there's even another gambling element with Counter Strike. You see, there are things called these betting sites. I really don't want to name them because these things are obviously just a scam. These things do not do anything good. And they'll advertise a YouTuber, so like advertise like, yeah, guys, use our site for 3.50 cents. But with even just money on its own, they will make you like obviously gamble the skins you happen to own. Now, let's say hypothetically, let's say you got a rare skin, a pink skin for Counter Strike, just any type of pink. And this betting site, basically, you'll have a very low chance, but however, if it does, they might double your pink, so they'll give you another pink that looks the exact same. Maybe they'll give you something better, so maybe you put in your pink and you get a red after it. And so that's just a bad thing. There's a double gambling market into the game, and it's just so bad. So what is your opinion about that, really? What do you think about that?
I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about.
Like how there's a double gambling thing in this one game. How you need to gamble your money away to try to get a red, and then you would go onto these betting sites.
Well, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
have any experience in it, but like.
But what do you think about it?
Yeah, pretty stupid. Just you have to like gamble, and then you have to gamble again if you want to make actual profit off it.
Well, more profit off it, because that's the dumb thing. People are really dumb in nature. They'll see it instead of appreciating the luck that they got for this one skin. They'll try to make more money off of it, which is just
It's greed. What do you expect?
It's
human nature.
It's exactly. It is greed. It is human nature. But what experience have you had in itself with just gambling?
I think most people have mostly skin crates. So many games have skin crates. Like I think every game I have has skin crates.
Do you have a market on them?
Yeah, I think every game that has like skin crates or cosmetics has a market for it.
Yeah, give me an example.
Even Minecraft. Minecraft doesn't in its Torment surface it doesn't allow you to trade accounts, but there's a whole entire market for like trading account names and
rare. You can buy rare names, or you can even buy stuff that's like in game, like
capes.
Not capes on them own, but like let's say like in game in server items like elytras or some other stuff like that. Which if you ever play Minecraft, you know what an elytra is. It's basically just this pair of wings that make you fly, and they're really sought out.
Yeah, sometimes even in not like Minecraft itself, Minecraft hosts servers, and in those servers you can use
real money to buy these like kits and like stuff like tools, fly like powers like admin things, and they'll always try to like, and sometimes these servers will be really popular. Like isn't well it's like you'll even see like Hypixel do some of this stuff. It's like because Hypixel in its nature. Okay, I'm okay.